So the Koco Community Resource Centre is basically a home. We try to create a good working space for smaller charities, because we are a charity ourselves, and also social enterprises and small startup businesses. Most of we call them licensees, most of the people who rent office space from us are themselves small charities. So they provide services for people who are generally marginalised. We want to make the fabric of the building more inviting and more welcoming for a whole range of people, which means that both the inside and the outside of the building needs upgrading. Now, one of the main areas that we've kind of looked after and nurtured, and people are beginning to use more and more, is the outside space, our garden area. But there's a space within the garden that was being underutilised and it was overgrown, and we had an idea to kind of open the space up specifically for either older people or people with mobility problems. Wigleys were really, really helpful, and more importantly for us, I think, it was really quick. So we had a discussion, and every time we asked a question, the answer was yes. So, do you have a skip? Yes. Will the skip get here on time? Will we organise that? Yes. Have you got tools? Yes. Did we provide the tools? Yes. So it was all very, very smooth and very efficient, and the staff themselves were very helpful, very courteous. But they just got on with it, and they went about their work quietly. They put the skip in the corner of the car park so it didn't disturb anybody else that was visiting the centre. And also, we were expecting there'd be some tidying up work to do, because we thought they'd just throw the stuff in the skip and then leave bits and pieces lying around. But in fact, it was very tidy. When the whole area looked at it being obviously a very professional job, and it's very well done. But from our point of view, it left us with a clear canvas to do the next stage of the planned programme work. We've got quite an elaborate idea to build like a bit of a platform, and on top of that platform it'll be covered. So there'll be a covered area where we could make things, perform things. It's not massive, but it's a good little area. And then around that platform, we want to grow things, probably using hydroponics, level off all the ground so there's like a main entrance, so people who are wheelchair users or have mobility issues can get to the stage area and get to that part of the ground quite easily. A bit like a pagoda, I think we're looking at, like a structure, pagoda type structure, with a tabled area, some seats, and then gardens growing around that. A number of the groups that use our centre do arts and crafts, so I was hoping that they could use their creativity and artistic talents to help decorate the area. So to bring those things together, all those groups together, to kind of make this kind of installation really for the building. Coventry for Good approached us really and said that they've got an organisation who'd be willing to help us, and it's very straightforward. The notion, I suppose, of marrying the voluntary sector with the commercial sector isn't new, but to do it on a level where we as the receiving organisation had to do virtually no work, all the kind of negotiation and the liaison was undertaken by Coventry for Good, which saved, obviously again, it meant me as a manager, I didn't have to take my valuable time to organise this, they did it all for us. I think that's a great thing for any other small organisation.